Happy Friday. So glad to see you again today. I want to jump right in and let's talk about that tax credit. It expires in 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks to get all your clients who are potential buyers under contract with an agreed assignment by that time, because as we all know, it's just under contract by April 30th and they have until June 30th to close. So here's some of the conversation that I think you should be having with your clients over the next couple weeks. First of all, I would sit down and make sure they understand exactly what has to be done, and that sometimes it can take, how long does it take to write up an offer, get the offer over, and get someone to sign an agreed offer, and how that differs depending on who the seller is. For example, as we all know, sometimes with bank-owned properties it can take several days to get that to happen, versus a regular resale in a tight space like this. I think you could easily call up the agent and be able to talk to them and say, hey, here's the situation. They could probably talk to their seller, and you could probably even up to the very last day get a signed contract. So my suggestion is that you talk to your buyers about this, educate them, and say, hey, look, if you want to make offers on any of these bank-owned properties, we need to be doing that in the beginning half of the week, this coming week. And then once that particular time frame passes by, that it's important to be focusing on just those regular resale homes, because like I said, if you're making offers on some of the other ones, you may or may not be able to get your contract accepted in time to make it count for the tax credit. So it's just a matter of making sure that you're educating your clients and you're teaching them about what's going on, and just explain to them, hey, this is what the situation is like. Sometimes I do that, with my clients when I'm taking their loan application, is look, it's easier for us to just kind of lay everything out there and explain it, letters of explanation, and get it all ready to go than it is if we're just kind of throwing things at the wall and hoping that it happens. So, you want to do the same thing when you're educating your buyers about why we're going to make these offers now and why we would make other offers later and how to focus on it, and make sure that you're letting the listing agent know that these are clients that are trying to get in for the tax credit so that they can help you make that happen. So that's really, really important. And while we're talking about these kinds of things, I want to tell you that it's really important sometimes that you got to just let things go. And what I mean by that is that sometimes we get really hung up, especially right now, all of us, with the waiting for the short sales and calling the banks, and there are just some things that are outside of your control. And you have to explain that to your client and let them know, here's the things that I can control, and here's the things that are outside the realm of my control. That doesn't mean you're not going to follow up on those things and do everything you can to help make that process happen. But sometimes we get so hung up on those things that we forget to go out and get other business or work on other business because we're waiting for the phone to ring back from the lender who's got my short sale, so I know if it's a go or not. So sometimes we just really get hung up on those things, and we have to remember to just let it go, breathe, and know that it's going to happen. And explain to your client, look, if this house isn't meant to be for you, all that really means is that there's a better house for you, and that there is another place that you're meant to be that's just perfect for you and your family, and I'm going to be the one to help you get that house, and we're going to find that house, and it's just meant for you to be, and that's why you're not going to have this particular home. So just kind of remember those things when you're out there and you're having those conversations, and I know sometimes they can be tough, but just hang in there and we'll get it all done. I know it's going to be a crazy 2 weeks, and if there's anything I can do to help you out with your clients, please feel free to just give me a call and let me know. I'm happy to do that at any time. It's Leanne at thelendinglady.com, and I want to give you a quick USDA update. We still have over $2.5 billion of funds as of the last update I received, and I am still taking those loan applications, and until the fund is deplenished or replenished for everybody to use, I will continue to take those applications and we'll get them funded. So I hope that you have a fabulous and prosperous weekend. Take care.